Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my coloring corner. How is everyone today? It is stormy and cold here, so hopefully the internet and the power stays on. Hello, Caitlin. Hello, Wicca. Hello, Jennifer. Hi, Mary. Hello, Davissa. Hello, Bobby. Did I miss anyone? Hello, everybody. I hope you are all having a good day. And for all of you in the wake of that storm, I hope you are all doing well and everybody is good. That was a massive, it was horrifying. Hi, Lori. Good morning. So we have a couple of decisions to make today. Hi, Jennifer. Did I miss you? I don't know if I missed you or not. Ah, that's awesome, Wicca. Hi, Dawn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we've got a couple of decisions to make today. The first decision is what picture are we going to color? So we have this one that we haven't started yet. I didn't think I missed you, but you never know. So I have this one that I haven't started yet to work on. Or we have this one, where is it? To continue, because I haven't had a chance to work on it anymore. So which one do you want to color? Santa Claus or the Nutcrackers? First of all. Because once we didn't make that decision, then the next decision's easy. Oh. I don't know why I am so cold. My hands are not happy with this wind and it just seems to be blowing through my house for some reason. Santa! Okay. The Santa is this one. The Santa. Either the Santa or continue working on the Nutcrackers. Hi, Nana! Okay, so we'll work on the Santa. All right, now the next decision is a little bit more difficult because you chose a different picture than I was working on. So now we have to choose which pencils. So the Faber-Castell Eco Soft or the Faber-Castell Polychromos. Oh, thank you, Dawn. So which one? The Polychromos or the Eco Soft? The Eco Super Soft. So we have a vote for a Polys, 2 votes for the Eco Soft, 2 votes for the Polys. Hi, Deb. Mary says Polys. Polys, okay. So the Polys are winning out. Can I vote twice? Okay, so the final decision of the day is we need to pick a featured pencil for next week. So are we going to do the Eco Soft or the Jazz Art? So both of them I just recently received. The Jazz Art is a set from New Zealand that I was given. You are welcome to be goofy any day, Jennifer. Any day. So the jazz art are the set that I was sent from Mandy from New Zealand, or the eco art, which is a Faber-Castell product from Brazil, for the featured pencil next week. EcoSoft next week? Okay. Ooh, I wish I could stop being cold. My hands aren't liking it. Alright, so we will do the EcoSoft as our featured pencil next week. And the final bit of business today, and the final bit of news before we start coloring, how many people are excited? Because Monday we have a special guest coming to visit us. We have the one, the only, Ruth Saunderson coming onto the channel Monday morning. And we have a giveaway that she has provided to us that we will be giving away. The giveaway that she's provided to us is in this book, Christmas Magic, and she has authorized me and given me a PDF, and we will be giving away this page in a PDF on Monday. Isn't that so exciting? I'm just so thrilled. So yes, she will be here on the channel Monday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're not able to watch it live, please make sure that you watch it on playback. But if you are able to make it live, she will be answering some questions and, that sort of thing, and sitting in chat and all that fun stuff. So, and she's just one of my favorite artists ever. I am just so fangirling over it, it's not even funny. Exactly, Wicca. Yeah, I'm major fangirling over it. Yeah, you should be. Yeah, you'd still be at work. It'd be on about 1 o'clock your time, Divisa. No, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 1. So it is 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm not sure what your time zone is, Lori. I think it's 1 o'clock Eastern and 12 o'clock Central, but I'm not positive on that. But yeah, I'm majorly fangirling. So I'm going to move some stuff around here on my table. Mountain. What time is it there now? Because it's the same time I start on Saturdays. So 8 minutes ago on Monday. So she will be here this time on Monday. I'm going to switch over to the close-up. And we're going to start on Santa Claus. I'm going to move you around. And turn that on a little bit. Yeah, so it'll be 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So you're Mountain, so 11 a.m. So yeah, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. 12 o'clock Central. Yeah, the same time I'm on today is when she'll be on Monday. But I'm just so excited. I am a huge fan and I'm overly fangirling over it. So I am using middle cadmium red as my dark color, and with the darker grayscale I find that it's easier to start your layers with your darkest colors. Especially with this darker grayscale. Hello, Larissa. Welcome, welcome. Oh, goodness. I know you guys out there in the East Coast got really badly hit with that storm, and I'm telling you, if it was as cold as the wind is today here, I am sorry because the wind is not being very nice here today, and I don't like it. Hi, Crashes. Hello, Christina. Good morning. Good morning. And on the 18th, we will be having a bit of a Christmas party for the channel. So I hope you guys can come and hang out. It will be at our normal time for that day. I'll have a bunch of giveaways. Well, I don't know about a bunch, but I've got a bunch. I've got a few giveaways to do. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay. I was worried about you. I messaged Shannon first thing this morning because she was in the way of it too, and it's like, are you guys okay out there? I was gonna call you, Divissa, and I just got busy. And all right, so I'm just making sure that I get all of the dark parts of his suit. Make sure that I'm not coloring any toys the wrong color. Hey there, Mandy. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it is very sad. I heard that it hit and there's a lot of people missing, and it's like I hope everybody is okay, but in that kind of situation you hope for the best but expect the worst. Plan for the worst, hope for the best. All right, now we're going to move up to his hat. Yeah. Oof. That's that's a lot. Hey there, Donna. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, yeah, if it's too humid there, you can't put down that paint and have it dry right. All right, now we're going to go to a lighter red. So let's go, I think, permanent carmine. We're just going to work off of that deep red. Oh, that's warm. Yeah, it's not even really the cold that gets me, it's the damp cold. It really does my joints in. So I'm just going over top of the dark red that I already put down and going into those highlight areas with this lighter red. Just dragging it all around, filling in all that white spot. Because Santa doesn't eat any white spot. Now this part of his arm I'm going to leave a little bit of white so that I can put a little bit of the glow from that lantern in it. Same with this area here. I'm going to leave it open a little bit so that I can put a glow from that lantern in it. So if I could, suddenly disappear, my internet went out, and I apologize. Like I said, the wind here is getting kind of blustery. I could work off of my cell data, but it doesn't stream very nicely. Yeah, yeah. Wicca's currently without power at work, so it keeps going out everywhere. All right. The red part of Santa's suit is the easiest. Needs to stay out till 5:30. Easiest day ever, huh, Wicca? Maybe if it stays out much longer, they'll just send you home. Yeah, absolutely, Donna. There's so much devastation and destruction. Saw pictures of it and it's like, wow. All right. Once again, I'm leaving a bit of this area open for some yellow. Just going to go over it very, very lightly so that you can see the red through the yellow. From the light from that lantern. All right. Wow. Yeah, another friend of mine is in Kentucky. She's in Elizabethtown, which is close to that candle factory. And she said there was like 111 or something like that missing. That's just not yellow enough for me. And a little bit on here. Just putting the glow from that lantern in little areas. There we go. Goodness. Oy vey. Scary, scary, scary. Um, there was a tornado that touched down. So. Yep, no fast food if there's no electricity. So now I'm using Cold Gray 3 in his hat. Just putting in little bits of shadow where that fur is moving, shadowed, to give it a fur look. Luckily it's quite small, so it's not a lot of little flicking. It's just a little bit of squiggles, a little bit of scribbles, and then we'll go over it with some white to bring out the white bits. Because There's a lot of white in his hat. And then we're going to take a little bit of a warm gray. So we're going to go with warm gray 3. Hi, Alex. Good morning. So I'm going to take a little bit of warm gray 3. And we're going to put that in his beard. I do apologize. It seems that somebody has decided that phoning me on a Saturday morning is a good plan. Oh, and they just don't seem to want to give up. They can leave a message. And I'm going to sharpen this a bit. Yes. Yes, it is. And it's windy, windy, windy. I may lose power or internet or both. So I apologize if I do. It's very, very blustery here. Welcome back, Bobby. Hi, Joanna. Yeah, the one thing that you just have to remember when coloring in a grayscale is the darkest area that you're coloring, use your darkest colors. For the lighter areas, use your lighter colors. A lot of people think that with a grayscale, you don't need to put that shadow color in. However, if you don't, it isn't as vibrant, it isn't as real looking as when you do. I used to be horrified of grayscale coloring. Alright, let's do his face. And we need this one. So we're going to go with medium flesh first. And we're going to just do the shadow areas. Hopefully I'm still in screen there. I find with most grayscales that are darker, especially the darker ones, that if you put in your dark colors first, it works a little bit better. Like for me anyway. I can see the details a little bit better if I put in the dark first. And then we're going to take a light flesh. As you can probably tell, I have an older set of pencils, so they're not, the color names aren't changed on them. So. Oh, Alex, don't be walking in the rain with your phone. Why are you walking home in this mess? Why are you out in this mess at all? And then we're going to take even a lighter one, almost a creamy color. I need a light creamy pink color. For the edge of his face. Save the phone. Okay, so I'm using ivory, and I'm just going to do the edge of his face here in the ivory and the little areas that that lantern's hitting on. And then we'll go back in with our light flesh color. And just go over it. If you have a light enough hand, you should be able to go over the ivory and have it come up lighter than the rest of the flesh tones. Like so. Just going to blend in that edge a little bit more here. Alright, now we're going to take our black and do his eyes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you both very much. I appreciate it. Now his eyes, are very, very tiny. There we go. That kind of looks strange. He has an odd look to his eyes there, and it's bugging me. Where's my eraser? Don't like it. Just really gently erasing the color that I put on there. Don't be too vigorous with your eraser, otherwise you'll end up erasing the grayscale, and that's not what you want to do. So I'm going to put the skin tone back in, and I might come in with this one. This might even be too big. There. Let's come in with a bit of a black marker there. Just little tiny dots. Because this eye is really tiny. Little teeny details that always end up getting me. Oh, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. And Wicca. So the color I'm using right now is dark flesh, and I'm just going into the creases, just darkening that up a little bit. Bringing it down. There we go. If I work too much on his face, I'm going to end up messing it up. So that's where we're going to leave that. Just do his eyebrow. This side. And add some white. There we go. Alright, now for his gloves, we've got so I'm using the warm gray 3, and I'm going over the light areas of his gloves with the warm gray. And the reason why I did that in the opposite direction that I normally do of dark to light is because I'm not going to be putting a lot of dark on here. And I am putting a lot of dark on here, sorry, and I want that white, that lighter color to show through. So when I go over it with the dark, that lighter color shows up before the dark color does, if that makes sense. Like when I color over it, it dulls down the darker color. And if I find it's just a little too much, a little too dark, you just go over it again with the lighter color and blend it together. And it gives you a good level of light to dark. Just trying to make sure that I don't color the toy. Okay, absolutely, Bobby. I hope she does well. So as you can see here, where I've gone around that area that I did with the gray, it's much darker than when I go over the area that I did with the gray. Now when you're trying to maintain that dark shadow, you don't want to go over that with your light color first. You want to do that with your dark color first, like I did on the jacket and the pants, because I wanted that dark to show really dark. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing with his boots. Just going to put that gray down first. I'm going to leave that area alone where I've got that yellow. And we're going to take a bit of yellow and we're going to do this and this with it. the wrong pencil. Hopefully that doesn't completely darken out too much. I have a thing about enabling people. I'm good at, I seem to be fairly good at it. I enable people and then I give them discount codes to enable them more. Because I love coloring and, I know it's hard to afford, especially at this time of year. Those special little things for yourself. So, you know, sometimes if you can get them a little bit cheaper and I can help you do that, then I will. I just want that gray a little bit further in there. All right, so there is Santa's boots all done. Now we're going to take that lighter cool gray again. Where did I put it? I stuck it back in here. Where is it? So cold gray number 3. And we're going to do his clothes. And I'm just scribbling. I'm just going through, making sure I get into those shadowy areas. And I'm just scribbling. Just making it all different little wiggly lines so that the fur will show up through the gray. Yeah, she's my gel crayon enabler. She enabled me with those things. Divisa, Little Miss DJ's Colorful Escape, and her gel crayon. And between gel crayons and inks, Divisa has enabled me with both of those and showed me how to use them, which is great. There's other people out there that know how to use the inks and whatnot, but Divisa showed me how to use them. I don't mind. I was getting bored with using all the chalks, and I love my pan pastels, but sometimes they can get boring. I like using different things and learning different things, so you can enable away. I don't mind. Oh. The gel crayons are something that I use a lot for backgrounds, Christina. They're actually quite nice. I use them with pencils, especially for large backgrounds. So I'll show you one in here in just a second, because I just finished a buddy color with Jennifer. Um, she will be done hers soon, but I finished mine. I'll show you what I did with the gel crayons. I have a few different videos, and Divisa has, DJ's Colorful Escape has a few different how-tos on using the gel crayons. Oh, well, that's awesome, Crashes. Yeah, I threw up my hands after using Prismas too, so I know exactly how you feel there. Prismas are a learning experience, that's for sure. I don't hate them as much as I used to. Because believe me, I used to hate them. But I don't. I don't hate them. I don't hate much of anything, especially when it comes in pencil form. Alright, almost all done with the edging to his clothes here. So we're almost done with Santa. I'll switch it over to the main camera so you can see how he looks, and I'll show you the picture I finished with gel crayons. Alright, so there's Santa. Santa's all finished up there. And the picture I finished is in this stuff here. So with the gel crayons, I did the walls as well as the floor. So everything in the background, the chimney stack here, the walls, and the floor are all done with gel crayons. Hi, Stacy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Christina, that's horrible. It's never good when people you trust do things like that. It's always really hard to get through that. Yes. Yeah. With these, you don't need to use a fixative. You can just let it set, and it's on there. It's not going anywhere. Oh, thank you, Donna. I'm not all that fantastic with it, but I do try. So, like I said, so you can do very quickly, you can do an entire background with gel crayons and have it look complete. And you don't have to use a fixative. You don't have to really do anything with it. You can run an eraser over it. It works out pretty good. Yeah, I can definitely understand that, Christina. Okay, so let's get to the bag of toys. What time is it? Okay, so we've got about an hour left. So let's start on his bag of goodies. So many little tiny details in these pictures. It's interesting. So we're going to do his bag in browns. So let's start with burnt umber in the shadow areas. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate that. Hi, Joyce. Oh, no. Yeah, Jamie is in Kentucky. I have not heard from her. I did message her this morning, but I haven't heard from her. And I haven't heard from Evelyn either. Just trying to remember if I saw any posts from her this morning, and I don't remember if I did. So I'm just using a really light hand, filling in the shadow areas and the creases and movement of the fabric of the bag. And these Faber-Castell Polychromos are an oil-based pencil, so you don't push hard on them. You just gently layer until you get to the color that you want it to be. The great thing about these is as you layer, it doesn't take a lot of layers to get to the color saturation you want, but you can definitely add more if you need to, so that's always a good thing. I love my oil-based pencils. They're so easy to use compared to a wax-based. I am starting to learn how to use wax-based a lot better, but I am not really great with them yet. I am much better and more used to the oil-based pencils. Okay, so now we're going to take a medium color and fill in those medium areas. So we're going to take, I think, Van Dyke Brown. Where's my chart? There it is. No, it's about the same shade. So I think we're going to go with Nougat, which has got a little bit more of a gray than I want. Burnt Sienna is going to be our final. Maybe Walnut. Walnut's a good one. Walnut or chocolate. Walnut. So we're going to go in to these areas here with a little bit of walnut brown. And just extend that dark out a little bit. And we're leaving that edge alone for the light off of the lantern. Like that. And then the choo-choo train is going to come by and say hello. Now we're going to combine all those colors together with burnt sienna in the darkest of areas. Our lighter areas we'll put in a little bit of a lighter color, like up here on the edges. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I don't know what that is. Yes, go make coffee and warm up. No problem at all, Joyce. Now I'm extending that color up into the rest of the bag here, making sure I get into those bottom areas. And I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the pencil. Just enough to give it that movement. We're going to go into that area even lighter. Same with up here. We're going to go into this area really lightly. This area here a little bit heavier because there's a shadow there from the bear's arm. And then we're going to take this one. Nope, not that one. This one. Nope. I guess this one. Trying to find a certain color here. Okay, so now we're going to take a brown ochre and we're just going to go into those areas that we shaded really lightly, and we're going to put that brown ochre in there for the light. And we're going to take this one, we're just going to fill that in a little bit. Nice! How are you liking them? I like my flow woods, so I'm just going back and forth between the dark and light, just getting those shadows and highlights in there. And when you use a light enough hand, you can build that color up really easily to reflect exactly how you want it to. Sometimes I get impatient and can't do a light hand. Yeah, sometimes, especially if you use gel pens and stuff like that, it's difficult to get a good picture of what you're doing. But I have seen some people that can get every little bit of sparkle that is in their picture on the like in the on their page in the picture. I just can't seem to do that. If I put glitter on my page, it just does not show. I watched a fairly good tutorial on Heather Valentin's Patreon, and I have to watch it again because I had it for a while there where I was able to do it, and then I forgot what I was doing and lost track of it. So I'm going to have to take a look at it again and reset things up. Moving things around, you end up, going, okay, now what did I do? Yeah, there's a certain angle that they need to be set at so that you can get the light to hit them. And I can see it, so it's pretty to me. So, isn't that horrible? As long as I can see the pretty. All right, I think that's about all we're going to concentrate on his bag. We're going to burnish it so that it looks nice and smooth. I'm just using a Derwent burnishing pencil here. I'm just going to eliminate some of that white spot because I want this to be a little bit smoother than it is. I don't want all the white spot to be gone, but I want most of it to be gone, if that makes sense. White spot used to bug me quite a bit, especially in things that were supposed to be smooth in my eye. But Shannon has taught me to embrace the white spot, so I do try to. I'm not pressing really hard because if I find that I've moved too much color, I can replace the color. There we go. It's not too bad, I guess. Okay. And there we have Santa's bag. Oh, wonderful, Joanna. I don't know myself. I use hand crank sharpeners, but all right. So let's do the teddy bear, and I want to do the teddy bear blue because I do. I don't know why. I just like blue teddy bears. So I'm going to take Prussian blue and do his dark areas. Trying to determine what is what. You know, there's his ear, but then there's these toys are going to drive me crazy. So I'm just going very, very lightly through with the Prussian blue, getting all those shadow areas. Still trying to figure out what that is. You know, at least the teddy bear and the dolly, I know what they are. And the toy soldier. Those ones are fairly easy. I'm not sure what this one is. And it may be because I've colored it the wrong color or something. I may have thought this was a part of the bag and it's part of the toy. It happens. Oh dear. Well, I hope everybody's okay. Now I'm going through with light phthalo blue. Sorry, Jen. And sorry for anybody that believes that I may have just, completely butchered the name of that color, because I may have. Alright, and then we're going to take a lighter blue. Let's see, this one here. Yes, yes, definitely a safety hazard. Do his little muzzle with the lighter blue. I'm just going to blend that all together. And there we have a blue teddy bear. And then we're going to take some black and do his eyes. At least that one, and his nose. There we go. I think. Oh my goodness. It's very possible it's phthalo. I just call it phthalo. Phthalo, yeah. I always pronounce it wrong. Yes, exactly. It's Benny Blue's brother bear. And then we're going to take some dark pink. And stripes on this little doll. Do not know what the farmer next door is doing, but I'm telling you, the banging can, sounds like gunshots. It's a little startling every time it goes off. I think it's just the little cannons that they have go off to make the birds go away, but there's no way there's birds out there right now. Alright, now we're going to take a lighter pink. Phthalo, thank you. I will follow Bob Ross then. I don't mind following Bob Ross. Phthalo blue. Alright. So we've done our little dolly in pinks. Now we're just going to do her little skin tones. I know she's probably not as skin toned as I'm going to do, but Hi Marilyn. Hi Dean. It's been a while. How are you? I hope you are well. Oh, don't be adulting. Ugh. Well, adulting is no fun. But we all seem to have to do it at some point, right? So I'm putting in the light yellow glaze for the dolly's hair. This is going to be the darkest part of her hair, so that's why I'm putting it down first in the shadow areas. And then we're going to take cream. I'm going to sharpen it. She does, doesn't she? Maybe that's supposed to be Andy back there. I'm going to leave that toy alone because I cannot figure out what it is. So if you guys have any ideas of what that toy is, let me know, because I can't seem to figure it out. Could be a drum. I don't know. I have no idea what this is. Like I said, I may have colored it wrong, but I don't know. I just don't know. Not sure. Hey there, Barb. Oh, well, goodness, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, well, that's good to know, Dean. absolutely not a problem at all, Marilyn. At least you know you can watch them on your computer and have them translate. If yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I might just color it like a mouse or something. I don't know. A crazy snake. Could it be a snake maybe? Because it's got like a little hook there. I'm not sure what it is. But instead, what we're going to color is we're going to color the soldier because I know what that is. Right? So we're going to start with dark indigo. At least I know what that is. I'm really sorry to hear that, Barb. I hope he's okay. I know it's losing a home like that is really, really devastating. So it does, doesn't it? It's got like a little tail and a little eye. I'm not quite sure. We'll at least do the soldier. At least I know what it is. So I think the way that these are drawn, it's just I'm not quite. Oh, okay, so he's sideways. That's why. Okay. It's like, what is going on with his face? He's got the hat. There's his hat, and there's a strap for his hat. Okay. Oi, oi, oi. Trying to figure these things out. Teach me to be trying to be all, proper with them and whatnot. Yes, that's a chinchilla. Oh, maybe. That's very possible. An odd looking. Bob thinks that what's in there might be a chinchilla. So we can color it as a chinchilla. And we're going to put a little bit of red. Just because I don't know what I'm doing. I assume that's his rifle there, but my eyesight is just not picking up these things very well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I can get on board with that. And I need a bit of silver. Good enough. I don't know. I probably completely butchered that toy, but let's do this one. And we're using warm gray 5. use a bit of black around his eye and his eye part. I'll have to ask Ruth on Monday what it is. She'll tell me. And just my luck, it's a drum or something. Yeah, I'll ask Ruth, and she'll say, "Oh, it's a drum." It is now a mouse, so, or a chinchilla, or whatever you want to call it. It is whatever I say it is because it's my picture, right? Oh, of course. Yeah. All right. Now we're just gonna put in the definition for this guy's hat. All right. That looks horrible, but that's the thing about these little tiny, tiny, tiny toys. My eyes don't want to see them. So I know this is Santa's belt here. All right. Well, there is Santa done. I'm gonna switch you over to the main screen so you can see. So you can see what I see. And as you can see, that little tiny thing is really small. At least we got Santa done. It's officially right. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let us start on the fireplace because, yeah, it's a lot easier. I'm tired of doing hard things at this point. Figure the harder ones out later. So I'm going to take ivory, and I'm going to do the white tiles. These ones down here are darker because they are in the shadows. So I'm doing them ivory. And as we get closer into the lighter shades here, I'm going to lift up on the pencil, making sure to leave some white areas for that white pencil to hit. is just coming down. You can hear it hitting the roof. So I made Nanaimo bars yesterday. Those turned out pretty good. So I am still doing some of my baking. I still have a lot to do. So you will be probably seeing more baking if you guys don't mind. If you do, then I won't show you. Now I'm going through with white. The baking is going to get done one way or another, whether you guys see it or not. Yes, yes it does. I don't know how she gets so much detail into these little tiny pictures. Hey, Tammy! Welcome, welcome. Tammy, have you spoken to Evelyn today? Just putting in a little bit of white here because it's going to catch that lantern light in a couple of places. And I'm going to be doing this in dark browns, so I want that white to show through a little bit. Okay, I think. Yeah, that's probably exactly what it is, Crashes. They draw it all nice and big and then shrink it down so we have to color it really small. Okay, and this is a part of this. All right. I think that's where I want to go with that. Yeah. No, no, as long as she's safe. That was the one thing I was concerned about is if she was safe. Thank you very much, Tammy. I appreciate that. Let's see. Let's do greens. So we're going to use chrome oxide green fiery for the dark tiles on the fireplace. I'm going to sharpen this. Hi, Mona. Okay, good. I'm glad that she's okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember if I'd seen her post something or say something this morning or not. My brain has been a little preoccupied lately. Oh, I've made divinity. I don't like peanut butter, but well, it's not that I don't like peanut butter. Peanut butter don't like me. If that if that tells you. Peanut butter and I just don't get along. All right. Hi, Louise. I do not. The only thing I can do is, if Tammy's still in chat, is if she can list the link for it. It's Emily's Discord, so. All right. Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, I made the chocolate walnut wafers, as you guys saw. I still have to make whipped and rolled shortbread. I've made the Nanaimo bars. And Nanaimo bars are a chocolate icing, all sorts of goodness thing. And I've still got to make the lemon snow bars, peanut brittle, fudge, tarts, you know, all the other stuff. I got a lot of baking still to do. I don't think I'm going to get the baskets out this year. At least not with all the stuff I normally put in them anyway. one year when I first got sick and I couldn't eat sugar anymore. I decided if I can't eat it, I'm not making it. So everybody got bath bombs instead. Then I thought, that's not going to help with, the male individuals on the list. And then I had so many of them saying, "Can we have bath bombs too?" It's like, okay, if you want bath bombs, I'll make you bath bombs. No, I do not. I cannot. Um, it just would never get eaten in my house. I'm the only one that eats a lot of pumpkin in the house, and I can't eat the sugar, so there's no point in me making it for me. And the kids don't like pumpkin a whole lot, and the husband doesn't like pumpkin a whole lot, so. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what it came down to the first year that I was sick was I can't eat it, so nobody's going to. I got a lot of angry responses, but just from the children. But Mom, Christmas baking. Now I'm going through with the walnut brown, doing the dark edges and the shadows. I was surprised on how many people, how many of the male individuals give their wife a bath bomb basket, and you get a message of, yeah, my husband stole all my bath bombs. Do you have any left? It's like, okay. Yeah, I try to do that, but it's not a choice thing, unfortunately. Okay, so there's a decoration under there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a decoration under there, so I'm going to try not to cover it. So I'm just putting in the shadows under the garland. And up the side of the corbel here, whatever you call them. Piece of wood that sticks out. Same with this one here. So many really tiny, tiny details. There you go, Larissa. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. Hopefully it works. I'm gonna sharpen this pencil. Welcome back, Davissa. But I have learned over the past few years how to make most of my Christmas baking gluten-free and sugar-free, so I'm actually able to eat it now. So if I can eat it, they can eat it. So I'm back to doing my Christmas baskets properly. But pretty much everything I make, I can make gluten-free and sugar-free, so it makes it a lot easier. Just working on this edge of the fireplace here. All right. Trying not to cover up the decoration, the writing, or the scribe on the piece there. You know, for a jolly old elf, he doesn't put out much of a shadow. I was expecting the shadow around him to be a little bit bigger. I'm just going to make it a touch bigger. Hello, Heather, and welcome. All right. Okay, I think we've got the majority of the shadow done for the wood there. And now I need number 280, which is this one. I'm going to go through with the burnt umber and just extend that darker shadow into a medium shadow. In those areas that are a little bit less shadowed. That makes any sense whatsoever. Hopefully it's not super dark. Alright, it's starting to look a little too much the same. So let's lighten that up a bit. And we're going through with the burnt sienna. For the rest of the wood tone here. Now if you remember, I went through and I added the white, and as you can see the white is standing out now that I've put the darker color over top of it. And that's one of the reasons why where you can put your lightest color down first. So if you have a white or a cream or a dark yellow or a light yellow, I mean, and you want it to stand out further than the color you're using that's a dark color, you can use a white or a light color first. And then it stands out against the color you're using, especially if they're dark colors that you're using. And that's why you typically don't put the light down first on a grayscale, because you want that dark color to show deeper. That's why I don't anyway. I find that I get a better show of the dark color if I put it down first. Hoping that that writing that's on there is light enough that it's going to show through. I might have to erase it and go over it with a lighter tone, or maybe a gel pen later. Okay. All right, Louise, thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Sorry, guys, if I get all quiet. I'm just, with these little teeny details, I get so concentrated on them. Probably bored to tears by now. So once again, I'm going back through with the burnt umber, doing the shadowy areas. And as soon as I'm done this side of the fireplace, I will switch over to the other camera so you can see what we've done. And then I think we will be done for the day. So on the 18th, I will schedule it, is our Christmas fun. So make sure that you save the date. I will have some giveaways, and I will be doing 2 different streams that day, one for my members and one for my subscribers. So if you are a member, a paying member of the corner, you will receive notification of 2 different streams, and that's because one is for members only. Right. I'm going to have to go over this with I think a lighter tone, just to give it that wood glowy kind of look. But it's in the dark, so I don't really want to do a whole lot of that wood, that shellacked wood kind of look, because there isn't a lot of light in this room. It's just this one lantern. So on this side, of course, I want it to be lighter than on this side. It's getting up into those little areas, blending that dark color down a bit. So the color I'm going through right now is the raw sienna. And the darker color is, of course, the burnt umber. I'm just going to fill that in, make sure that I have all the spots filled. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to the main camera so you can see what we've done so far. So we've got the fireplace all done and Santa all done. I don't think it looks too bad, even though there's some of the toys that I'm not quite sure what they are. Now, please remember, on Monday at my normal Saturday time, which is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be having a 1-hour live stream with Ruth Saunderson. So the artist of this book, Ruth Saunderson, will be on my channel on Monday to come hang out, chat, talk about her art and her books and her museum art and everything else. She is a fantastic artist, not just of coloring books, but of children's books, of books themselves, and gallery art as well. So we will be talking to her on Monday. I'll go through this and um, hi Olivia. I'm not quite sure what that means. So, um, but I will be going through and adding a little bit more to this. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I thought I had a sneeze coming. Of course, I probably do, which will probably hit me in the middle of a sentence. Um, but I will go through, make sure that all the white spot and everything is all taken care of, and add a little bit more to this as well. Um, we will be continuing this on Work in Progress Wednesday, as well as on Monday. We can work on this one or we can work on the other one. So on Monday the 13th, mark your calendars. Ruth Saunderson will be here. On the 18th, mark your calendars because we will be having our Christmas party and giveaway. And do you want to see more baking on the stream? Do you want me to post, or not stream, but on the channel? Do you want me to post another baking video for a Monday? Yes, something special is happening on Monday. I'm fangirling. So do you guys want to see another day of baking? Yes or no, maybe. Sure? Yes, do baking? All right, so I will do another stream making rolled shortbread. So it is rolled out. It's a shortbread recipe. It's rolled out and cut with cookie cutters and decorated with little candies and put in the oven. So that's what I will do. All right, so I will do rolled shortbread on not this coming Monday, but the next Monday on Cookie Mania Monday. If you post it, I will watch it. I love you. You're just so cute. Actually, I love you all. You are a fantastic group of people, and I thank you all very much for being here, supporting me, and showing me that I ain't so bad. All right, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. I hope you are able to understand a little bit more on coloring these dark gray scales. If you have any suggestions for Tips and Tricks Tuesday, don't hesitate to leave me a comment or send me an email on something that you would like to see. Next week's feature pencil is going to be the Faber-Castell Eco Super Soft 100s that I received from Amazon. So, Blue, you're going to be watching for the next week. Other than that, guys, always like, comment, and subscribe. It is, of course, the absolutely best way possible to support the channel, and I appreciate every single thumbs up. Of course, remember to always, always relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. And please, for all of those out there that are dealing with this storm and the tornadoes and everything else that ripped through their communities, please make sure you say a silent little prayer for them so that they can get through this as quickly as possible. Until next time, and that will be on Monday. Yes, I am fangirling. On Monday, I will see you guys then. And of course, always have a fantastic day. Until next time, bye-bye for now, guys.